because we love to learn together, making you friends forever. Instead of street friends.
It's another edition of our live human interest program. I am Jennifer Igwe. Welcome to Newsline. On this special day, we honor men and women who have given their all for the nation. Today is Armed Forces and Remembrance Day in Nigeria, an annual ceremony to honor the nation's armed forces and fallen heroes. The day is also the climax of series of activities that starts usually with the launch of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem and appeal fund. It's one thing celebrating impact of our servicemen and women, but it is one thing to also know what it's all about. And is there more to it? For Army veterans and their families, is it a good march down memory lane? Our correspondents are set to tell us more about this special day. An important day in the Muslim calendar was celebrated recently in Lagos. Those who know what I'm talking about are already smiling and praising God. For those curious to know, well, you have to stay on the line to get more details. Then, do you know the Chinese are celebrating their New Year festival, their longest holiday? The date for the celebration changes each year and is determined by the Chinese lunar calendar. Intriguing. For more info on this and how it was marked in Abuja, stay on the line. On cue also are viral stories. Families and communities wished never happened, but are ugly realities the police are investigating. Stay on the line for the spine-chilling cases of horror and death. Plus, other cheerful and inspiring initiatives. But first, the news segment and my colleague, Claire Adelabu Abdurazak in Abuja is on standby.
Hello, Jennifer. It's good to see you, especially on a day like this, that we're celebrating the men and women who fought hard to ensure that you and I stay alive. Indeed, my experiences living in the barracks and, of course, my surgeon to Maiduguri, gave us an inkling of what really it is, to be a combatant soldier. So we are really, really indebted to these men and women who paid the supreme sacrifices for us. Welcome to Abuja, and let's get on with the news. Now, activities marking the Armed Forces and Remembrance Day celebration for the year 2023 were rounded off across Nigeria with a commemorative wreath-laying ritual at the cenotaph of the unknown soldier. President Muhammadu Buhari presided over this solemn and symbolic event at the National Arcade in Abuja, the nation's capital. State House correspondent Tadamu Sambu reports.
A grateful Nigerian nation once again remembers her fallen heroes, those who paid the ultimate price for its sake and that of humanity. Their sacrifices during the World Wars, the Nigerian Civil War, as well as various peace support operations around the world, returns to the front burner. It is also an opportunity to spare a thought for the incapacitated compatriots and veterans, those left behind by the departed heroes, and the troops still actively engaged in the daunting task of preserving national security. For President Muhammadu Buhari, this year's wreath-laying ritual in honor of the fallen heroes and those still battling to protect and defend the nation's integrity is the 8th and indeed the last he will be performing as Commander-in-Chief. So also the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Oshibanjo. They were joined at the solemn occasion by Senate President Ahmed Lawan, Speaker Femi Bajabiamila of the House of Representatives, Chief Justice of Nigeria, as well as the Ministers of Defense and the FCT. The fallen heroes were also honored by the Chief of Defense Staff, Service Chiefs, and the Inspector General of Police, as well as representatives of the Diplomatic Corps, the Nigerian Legion, and widows of the fallen heroes. Special prayers were offered for the repose of the souls of the departed soldiers, peace, unity, and stability of the country, as well as successful elections and transition to the next administration.
To our fallen heroes, grant eternal rest to them, and to their families, sustain them with both material favors and also new opportunities.
Grant our soldiers victory over our avowed enemies. Amen. We pray also for our wounded colleagues. Please strengthen them in their frailties and assist them to recover quickly.
The 2023 Armed Forces Remembrance Day activities, kicked off by the presidency on November 16 last year, formally came to a close with a symbolic release of pigeons by President Muhammadu Buhari. From the National Archive, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
And they stayed awake so we can sleep with both eyes closed. They slept in trenches so we could sleep in the comfort of our homes. Now some paid the supreme sacrifice so that we could fulfill our dreams. To whom much is given, much is also expected. So in our next report, Ekene Ndulue gives us an insight on how the society is giving back to this set of Nigerians at the twilight of their existence.
Johanna Wakili from Kaduna State has been retired from the Nigerian Army since 1999. Though he considers himself one of the lucky ones to leave the service alive, he says things have not been easy for his household since retirement. His case is not different from that of many other Nigerian veterans and the families they left behind.
Now, even though one of us is sick now, to get money to go to hospital, nothing for us.
If some of us have children, the children now they no use to help us.
Their plight is not lost on the government of the day, who has ensured that pensions are paid regularly. And another good news is payment of security debarment allowance for all veterans is also in the kitty.
With the review, all those veterans that are excluded from benefiting from the security debarment allowance will now be included and paid.
The Nigerian Legion, however, believes that taking care of these heroes and their families should not be left for government alone.
The government cannot do it alone. The Legion office cannot do it alone because many people see us like a beggar. We go around in order to solicit for funds to be able to help these people. When we even go to some offices, they look at us as if these people have come again.
All over the world, you see that most of the assistance really come from private organization, public organization, and individuals, spirited individuals that want to put a smile on the lives of the those who are left behind by people that have put their life on the line for the country.
Apparently, Johanna Wakili and other veterans need a new lease of life. So, how have you added value, or what have you done for a veteran today? Ekene Ndulue, NTA News.
And the Armed Forces and Remembrance Day celebration was also held in different parts of the country. We hope to bring you some of those packages as soon as we get them. But for now, PZ Wilma, maker of varieties of cooking vegetable oil, Devon King's and Seasoning, has unveiled its latest product called Devon King's Spread. The management at the unveiling ceremony in Lagos emphasized the company's determination to create a strong brand image while also identifying with the needs of the people. Diana Jali has the details.
That signifies the official unveiling of the King's Spread for Bread by PZ Wema, producers of the popular Devon King's Oil, a household name that has over the years differentiated itself from other brands currently in the market. This new entry is driven by the reality that food plays an essential role in the life of every individual, and having meals prepared with a dependable product like Devon King's is important.
Devon King's is a household name. This spread they are launching a new product, a new baby in the house, which is equally very good. Tasted it and it's okay. It's one of the leading products when you talk of vegetable oil, margarine, spread. Their brand is one of the best you have in the market.
For the management of PZ Wema products, consumer satisfaction and sustainability are top priorities. Head of Marketing, PZ Wema, Chioma Mbanugo, shares more light on the unique value and benefits of the new product, Devon King's Spread.
The spread for bread is a low-fat spread. It's cholesterol-free, trans-fat-free, and it's so creamy, so buttery, so yummy. You know, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that's what we at Devon King's are about.
Devon King's spread is specially fortified with omega-6 and 9, and it has all the essential nutrients and vitamins, and a yummy buttery taste and feel to delight your taste buds.
Since its entry into the Nigerian market, PZ Wema brand has continued to expand its footprints of quality in various ways. The goal of introducing a variety of brands is to ensure their products remain the first choice for customers while creating connections between families. In Lagos, Diana Aljale, NTA News.
And it's time for Glow Festival, and 25-year-old Kehinde Garba has emerged the third winner of a 3-bedroom apartment in Lagos, Katse Globacom's Glow Festival of Joy promo. Our correspondent S.A. Onwamaka witnessed the presentation of keys to the new house owner.
Since November 1st, 2022, Globacom has been spreading joy across the country, giving out 3-bedroom apartments to lucky winners in its Festival of Joy promo.
This is, gentlemen and ladies, this is the latest house winner in the Globe Festival of Joy promo.
This apartment in Foreland Court Estate, Abuja, is the third to be handed out, and Kehinde Garba is the lucky beneficiary after a draw held at the Globacom head office in Lagos. Kehinde, who hours before was sharing a room at his grandparents', was amazed as he received keys to his new house.
I don't really have much to say, but I just don't believe until I got here myself and what I saw everything that happened. So I don't still believe until they commissioned the house and I entered.
I'm happy well. Because if I got here, I saw the thing where Glow does. I am so very happy. Well.
The Lagos Regional Manager Globacom, Jude Jacob, in his speech, congratulated the winner, saying it is a way of appreciating their subscribers for their continuous patronage.
It's a culture in Globacom that those that belong to you, you recognize them. So it's an attempt to give them a kind of recognition that has never happened before.
I really commend Globacom for making this possible, because the dream of most families is to have the basic shelter.
The promo, which will last till the end of January 2023, is expected to have 20 people owning a home in various parts of Nigeria with just a dial on *611#. In Lagos, S.A. Owamaka, NT News.
And President Muhammadu Buhari will on Tuesday, January 18, 2023, receive African Award for Strengthening Peace in Nouakchott, Islamic Republic of Mauritania, for his leadership role in promoting peace on the continent through regular inventions, councils and conciliatory position. The award will be presented to President Buhari by the Abu Dhabi Peace Forum, which is an assembly of leaders established in 2014 to pursue new ways to embrace inclusive citizenship, promote lasting peace and work towards a safer and more sustainable world for everyone. Before the international recognition for serving Nigeria and the larger interests of peace in Africa, the President will participate in the program of the third forum of the African Conference for Peace, where he will also deliver a speech on milestones and gains in the African peace process. President Buhari will depart for Nouakchott on Monday and return on Wednesday. And the Community Support Directorate of the All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council has taken its message of hope to the communities in Gurara local government area of Niger State. Now, the people of the area were sensitized to massively support Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima in the February 25th polls to get value for their votes through infrastructure development of the area. And our correspondent, Abdullahi Sulaiman Yaji, was there.
2023 general election is here, and in just a matter of days, Nigerians will go to the polls to vote leaders of their choice into various elective positions, beginning with the presidential ballot. The Community Support Directorate, a mobilization group for the Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima presidential ticket in the 2023 general elections, is here in Kau, Lambata, to solicit support from this traditional ruler, where he also presented a short list of demands.
We want him to come down and look at the issue of security. We need more manpower in security.
So it's part of his agenda. Then he's going to fix them and he's going to make sure that everybody will be happy in this country.
If our party is being voted, we're going to have covenant with the people. It's going to be a representation of the people and by the people. Our presidential candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima, are grassroots politicians.
The Community Support Directorate urged the people to work assiduously for the success of the APC at all levels in the election. Abdullahi Sulaiman, NTA News.
And this is the news on Newsline tonight. We'll take a short break. The news returns presently.
Every day, life presents hopes, dreams, and challenges. Challenges that can become successes with a little help. Because a little help can empower you to go from despair to celebration. A little help can keep you going until the race is won. A little help can turn bundles of anxiety into a bundle of joy. And with Glow Data, you get much more than just a little help. You get the biggest data deals in town to make every day glow with small wins and big wins. Dial *777# to select your Glow Data plan.
The people they shout. We want all our country people they talk with one voice. Them say na Asiwaju Bola Tinubu them want as president of Nigeria for this president election.
Asiwaju Bola Tinubu na the man where we all know and see all the good work in they do for the country, especially when he be governor of Lagos State.
Now him God use turn Lagos to the best state for Nigeria.
Today, many people all over Nigeria they like to go Lagos, go settle down for business and better life.
All because of the good work when Bola Tinubu do.
People of Nigeria, as Asiwaju do for Lagos, now so him ready to do am for the whole country.
Vote Asiwaju Bola Tinubu for president of Nigeria. Vote Kashim Shettima as vice president. Vote APC, the party will get a broom. She's a wandering light in the darkness. She's beautiful. Oh, she's a super
star. Never let her remember down. She's beautiful. She know they care. She know they ever got it.
No phones at the table, please. Esther. I love you too.
Don't forget our picture friend.
Airtel, the smartphone network. The truth untold. We restored democracy. We initiated due process. We created the EFCC and ICPC. We brought Nigeria out of debt by achieving $18 billion worth of relief and $30 billion overall reduction. We revived the rail system. We upgraded agriculture. We brought in the mobile phone and digitalized Nigeria. Under the PDP, the Nigerian economy was the strongest in Africa. Though Nigerians made their choice, today we all know better. Nigerians, do not despair. Hope is in the horizon. We are putting in the work and refreshing our drive to rescue and rebuild Nigeria. Let's make it happen. PDP. Power to the people.
Nigerian Shippers Council, in collaboration with the Union of African Shippers Councils, under the auspices of the Federal Ministry of Transportation, announced their hosting of the 9th African Shippers Day. Special guest of honor is Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Date, Monday 16th to Wednesday 18th January 2023. Venue, Lagos Oriental Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time, 9 a.m. daily. Register at www.9thafricanshippersday.ng or visit us on our social media platform at NG Shippers. Announcer, Nigerian Shippers Council.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. It's great value. It protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems, which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
Watching the news on Newsline tonight, and we now bring you the political stories. APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu has met with the party's governorship and National Assembly candidates for the forthcoming February elections. The meeting held at the Presidential Campaign Council office in Abuja. Correspondent Musfat Wahab reports that though the meeting was held behind closed doors, it was said to be strategic towards the success of the party's candidates in the coming elections, particularly the Presidential and National Assembly elections. The former governor of Nasarawa State and senator representing Nasarawa South and Tura District, Tanko Al-Makura, says the meeting was both retrospective and forward-looking.
This is a meeting that the leaders have called to get us really prepared, to get us properly inclined to what we are supposed to expect and what we are supposed to do when the elections are around. The election is about 40 days or so. And everyone has to be sensitized, everyone has to be in the right frame of mind to pursue the project in line with what is enshrined in the Constitution and the Electoral Act. And from what you can see, there is tremendous amount of motivation in the members of the party. There is so much synergy in the ways and manner we are talking towards this election. I can see from the result of this meeting that this election will be a huge success for APC at all levels.
The vice presidential candidate of the party, Kashim Shettima, National Chairman Abdullahi Damu, and Senate President Ahmed Lawan, Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila were among other bigwigs at the meeting. And presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has strengthened his media office with injection of 2 new aides. Now, those appointed are Mahmoud Jaga, a special advisor, Public Affairs, Abdulaziz, a special assistant on media and publicity. A statement by the Tinubu Media Office says the two appointees will deploy their expertise and deep understanding of political issues across the country, particularly the North, ensuring of the activities of the media team. And Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State commends President Muhammadu Buhari for executing people-oriented federal projects in the state. Now, the governor is grateful to the federal government for including Kebbi State in the presidential artisanal gold mining project, under which 20,000 youths have been legally registered to prospect and exploit gold deposit near Birinyori. This, among several other landmark infrastructure projects across the state. Now, the governor made a passionate appeal to the people in the area to rally around the APC and vote for the party at the polls to secure victory. Now to other stories. The National Population Commission, NPC, is now transcribing population messages, especially text, on 2023 census to Braille, promising full integration of specialized interest groups, such as persons with disabilities, in all population programs. Here is our correspondent, Olusheye Adegbo, with the rest of the report.
Messages on the 2023 population and housing census is spreading to all parts of Nigeria, and the National Population Commission is passionate about access and participation of the persons with disabilities in the census process. This population document has been transcribed to Braille.
Population and housing census. You can't be counted.
It is now time to sensitize the people, explaining how such materials are the most excellent to communicate to the over 4 million people that are virtually impaired living in Nigeria.
That is introducing the Braille element into our communication strategy. And we've agreed we're going to partner to make sure that in the census processes, we will not just count them, but we will involve them.
The slogan is, there's nothing for us without us. If you say you are counting, enumerating the population of Nigeria, and a person with visual impairment being an integral sector or demography of that population, then we should be part of it.
And I think the National Population Commission is going to be one of the major government agencies in Nigeria to be very sensitive about making some policy documents to blind persons in Nigeria.
The NPC chairman is an unrepentant admirer of the 2023 census slogan, "You can't be counted." In Abuja, Olusheye Adegbo, NTA.
All right, and now sports. Chelsea beat Crystal Palace this evening 1-0 to secure 3 great points, but got 28 points and still 10 on the table. For details, let's join Bade Adile.
Champions Rivers United began their title defense with a 2-1 win over Lobby Stars as the concluding match-day 1 games of the Nigeria Premier Football League were decided on Sunday. Abia Warriors ran out 2-0 winners over Enugu Rangers in the Oriental Derby, with Niger Tornadoes also recording an away win of the same margin against Wiki Tourists. In other results, Remo Stars beat Okanemi Warriors 2-0, with Plateau United and Shooting Stars playing out a 3-3 draw, just as 3 other matches were drawn. And to the English Premier League, Arsenal extended their lead over their nearest title challengers, Manchester City, to 8 points, as they recorded a 2-0 away win over Tottenham in the North London Derby on Sunday. In other results, Kai Havertz's second-half header saw Chelsea edge their way to a Navy 1-0 win against Crystal Palace that eased the pressure on the embattled Graham Potter, while substitute Alexander Isak grabbed a late goal as Newcastle United beat Fulham 1-0 after Alexander Mitrovic's converted second-half penalty was ruled out after the striker made contact with the ball twice. And finally, all is now set for the 2023 Australian Open, which begins Monday, as the world's best tennis players will be duking it out to win the first major of the calendar year. After missing last year's tournament because of deportation, Novak Djokovic will be targeting a 10th title at Melbourne Park with the likes of defending champion Rafael Nadal, Casper Ruud and home favourite Nick Kyrgios in contention. As for the women's draw, the absence of 2022 winner Ashley Barty will see the likes of Iga Swiatek and Hans Jabeur assume favouritism. With sports update, Bade Adeleye, NTA News.
All right, and that ends the news segment of Newsline. Jennifer Igwe, it's in Lagos. Jennifer, I got so emotional when you talked about the retirement of Auntie Bosse Adebayo.
I think you peeped into a log because she's a wonderful woman we'll talk about in the course of the program. Thank you for staying on the line. Now to Newsline proper. They are sometimes described as emissaries of peace, whose job descriptions sometimes demand that they fight and defend the nation. Quite ironic, right? Well, through the Armed Forces and Remembrance Day celebration, a grateful nation has sustained the tradition of celebrating these heroes who, apart from being the last line of defense against invaders, are also paying the price of keeping the nation as one. Adeni Itaiwo takes it from here.
He carries his crutches like a badge of honor, not like a cross. As a young boy, Abiodun Suarez joined the Nigerian army in 1968 at the thick of the Civil War, and straight into combat he went.
But unfortunately, at the general attack at Waterside, Kotekwane, I got my injury. Here, I got my bullet shot.
That particular battle was his last tour of duty for the Nigerian army, but it was one that the now 83-year-old veteran is proud of, saying it contributed to the outcome of the war and earned peace for the nation.
I'm proud that I was one of the, let me say boy, not man. I was one of the boys who rise to attack the problem, not to enter Lagos.
Before becoming the current vice chairman of the Nigerian Legion in Lagos State today, Colonel Muibi Olawale retired and his stripes as a young boy in 1967, almost 56 years after, and worried by the pocket of security challenges in parts of the country, the 79-year-old veteran says he is ready to go back to the trenches in defense of the nation's unity.
I'm still part of them. I fought the war. I have the experience. I know the section that I belong to, and I know the role I will play.
The common thread in my conversation with these two veterans is that while the price to keep the country safe and united is steep, they and many of their kind are willing to pay.
It's not an easy one, knowing that you are taking up a responsibility, that the chances of you surviving through it is very slim. We want to make sure that those who have given up their yesterday and are even giving up their today are remembered.
I sought to know what they wanted in return.
The support that the society is ready to sacrifice or to pay back to the veterans and the family of the fallen heroes will make this kind of occasion more glamorous.
The armed forces don't celebrate itself, but the citizens do. The wreath-laying ceremony at the cenotaph of the unknown soldier is usually accompanied by somber tune of the last post, a form of musical call for military ceremony and wartime remembrance. It affirms the price of the life and limb they paid without hesitation. The sentiment here is that in little ways that matters, Nigerians should reciprocate.
I agree with you, Adeni. We appreciate all those who have paid the supreme price for our unity. God bless our gallant soldiers, veterans, and their families. We also pray for more care, welfare, and empowerment. Now, unarguably, one major event that shapes January 15 celebration every year is the Nigeria Armed Forces and Remembrance Day. Beyond this are other major historic events on the same day, yet unknown to many. Tessie Omeri will tell us more about this peculiar mid-January day.
It's another 15th of January and Nigeria stands still to honor her fallen heroes and heroines, as well as acknowledge sacrifices of the armed forces in safeguarding and protecting the nation's territorial integrity.
1962 precisely, when the Nigerian Legion was established, and all the tradition that we inherited also from the colonial masters as regard remembrance of armed forces who have sacrificed their lives during different campaigns. The territorial integrity of this country is rested with God, but with the armed forces of Nigeria.
But is January 15 all about Armed Forces Remembrance Day? I seek to find out from residents of Abuja whether they know some of these historical events that shaped the day.
January 15, something I don't know.
It's just another day for me. So what's happening January 15th?
January 15th is Armed Forces Remembrance Day.
We are celebrating the Armed Forces Remembrance Day.
January, I see it's a normal day.
That's what I know about Nigeria Army.
I don't know what's happening on January 15th at all. I'm so surprised, like when you said January 15th.
A Remembrance Day of Army when Nigeria lost Army.
There is more to January 15th. Let's find out.
To Nigeria, it's a trinity fruit. To other countries, they represent one or two other historical values. You know, the history of it has to do with the end of the First and the Second World War. Apart from the 15th of January that the Allied forces crushed the Nazi forces to end the First and the Second World War. Now, the Second World War, the second 15th of January was the end of the Civil War. The happy side of the end of the Civil War was that no winner, no vanquish. So Nigeria's unity became sacrosanct. Now, those forces that fought from both sides need to be celebrated because they succeeded in bringing unity over and above any defeat. So 15th of January for the second fold is the 15th of January 1970. 15th of January 1966, we experienced the first overthrow of the first civilian government. Those that set the developmental agenda and tempo for Nigeria's progression were assassinated, as a result of which it makes the third fold of the trinity of the January 15, 1966. So it is not really right to say, to call it Armed Forces Day, because there are some veteran civilians involved in the celebration. And then government should consider using this day to be naming some important edifices after these heroes. So it can be called National Heroes Day or National Patriots Day.
This is quite revealing about this unique day, January 15th. Observers are calling for more recognition of this day as a national day of peace and unity.
Interesting. And I think the National Orientation Agency, you have a lot to do. It's really shocking to find out that we have Nigerians who don't know what we're doing today, what January 15th represents. Very shocking. Now, the sixth National Maulud Qadiriyyah that unites all Muslim Ummah within and outside the country was held in Lagos with specific prayers offered for peaceful coexistence and unity among Nigerians. The event was attended by the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, among other dignitaries. Amaka Owo witnessed the large turnout of worshippers and now reports for Newsline.
The Al Jamaatul Qadiriyyah movement in Lagos is an Islamic organization that follows the teachings and practices of Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani al-Baghdadi al-Iraqi. Among others, the sect teaches the worship of Almighty Allah as the supreme God without associating him with anything else. It also preaches love, unity, and peaceful coexistence among the Muslim Ummah. To celebrate the birth of the holy and noble Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, a two-day event was organized by the sect in Lagos. It all began with a rally from Idiaraba to the National Stadium. With a massive turnout of followers from different parts of the nation, and other neighboring African countries. Special prayers were offered for the successful and peaceful conduct of the general elections and the nation at large. Dignitaries that graced the occasion include the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Kano State Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje.
Of Qadiriyyah. Allahu Akbar. So when an honest man met or meets an honest organization, the outcome is honesty, 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 and honesty.
Leadership of the Qadiriyyah group in Nigeria include Sheikh Abdul Latif Ibrahim Shugaba Ndasalati, Al Khalifa Soliu Amosa, Khalifatu Qadiriyyah Lagos State, and chief hosts, peace ambassador and permanent representative at the Organization of Islamic Cooperation at the United Nations, Shehu Yaru, who called for more youthful empowerment and for Muslim Ummah to imbibe the virtues of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
If I have mercy for other people, I think everything will be okay with all the Ummah, all the society.
Peace is the most very important to every one of Nigeria, to every one of the whole world. We want peace. Our youth too, they should be peaceful.
With true worship and total allegiance to the will of Almighty Allah as its guiding principle, Qadiriyyah is a foremost Islamic group with presence across Africa and millions of members within and outside Nigeria.
An important occasion worth celebrating. 38 years after graduation from any educational institution could mean different things to different graduates. But when you have graduates who have excelled in their chosen careers and calling in life, recognizing the value of their alma mater and coming back to say thank you to the foundation of their achievement, it sure speaks volume. And so the class of 1985 University of Calabar doctors, having excelled from within and outside the country, have reason to say thank you to their alma mater, the University of Calabar, in grand style, with the inauguration of a water project at the College of Clinical Services. Maureen Liu Ajom reports that the inaugural reunion of the Unical Doctors of Class 85 also featured a lecture on challenges of vesicovaginal fistula, spiced with presentation of awards to deserving lecturers and wonderful fun moments.
The University of Calabar evolved from the University of Nigeria, Calabar campus, and was established as an independent institution on 1st October 1975. With a mission to promote accessibility, affordability, as well as provide high-quality learning. Over the years, the institution have been meeting up with this goal as it has produced reputable personalities who have excelled in various fields of human endeavor. So, with the determination to empower their alma mater and towards a greater reunion of their course members, University of Calabar doctors of class of 1985 converged on Calabar. This inaugural reunion brought about significant touch to their alma mater, the University of Calabar, with the construction of this water project for use at the College of Clinical Sciences.
In the name of God, Islam.
We are happy because this building, which is very commodious, has been for some time now without water. And you know, in the medical college, they need a lot of water for their labs, for sort of things they do.
Having viewed vesicovaginal fistula as an emerging health challenge with a cause for concern in Nigeria, the group launched this sensitization on vesicovaginal fistula, which of course was very rewarding to the guests.
All around the world, alumni help institutions. Alumni add value to institutions.
And it really changed my perspective on just medical treatment,
and how it's more than just treating the patient.
The inaugural reunion of University of Calabar Doctors of Class of 1985 was not without exciting fun moments as they undertook a tour of the Medical College, awards presentation to deserving lecturers while they dined and wined in a unique manner.
Look at the quality of person we have produced. We have to protect it.
We gained so much from this College of Medicine, this university, and we thought about it and we decided that we should come and give back. We decided to come and give back from interacting amongst ourselves.
It's indeed good to give back to the alma mater, very important. Now, AI Mining, a leading international fintech company trading with artificial intelligence, has registered its presence in Aba, the commercial nerve center of Abia State. Apart from building global reputation and leading Africans to prosperity, the organization also reaches out to the less privileged, as we hear from Neka Ono.
The lead office in the United States of America, the organization intends to cushion the effect of poverty and unemployment in Africa, using Nigeria as a business hub to reach out to other continents. It is open to everyone, they say, as there are 5 different categories of miners at diverse costs, with interest accruable to investors on a daily basis at minimal risk.
-1 to 5. For miner 1, it costs you total of $1. And you earn $0.84 every 20 days. Now, for miner 2, it costs you $70 only for 20 to train, and you earn $1.17 every day for 20 days. You multiply that when you are home. Then miner 3 costs $350, both the rental and preparation. And here you earn $6.29 every day. Miner 4 costs $1,401. And on that one, you earn $27.79 daily, 20 days. Miner 5 costs $7,003. $7,003, and then you earn $158.8 daily.
The aim of the platform is to help the needy, alleviate people from poverty, and grant people financial freedom. So that is why we are here today, to tell people about AI mining, to tell people how they can alleviate themselves from poverty, how they can get this money that they really want.
Additional McGregor, a retired principal and one-time commissioner in Ogun State, has tapped into the platform and has this to say in 6 months of investment.
Money I did not make that 5 years, why would people get it? I made that money in pounds. And at that time, I was telling about $270,000, but then, because the miners are just there working for me without any stress, I called it earning passively. Money that doesn't make much stop.
This company has helped me to upgrade my internet. Currently now, I have the miner 1.
As a way of giving back to society, AI Mining, through its agents in Aba, distributed over 400 mini bags of rice and vegetable oil to the less privileged and encouraged everyone to contact their Abuja office or agents in different states across Nigeria for investment.
Good. Time for some messages. Newsline will be back shortly. And the name Bosede Adebayo, I'm sure a lot of you watching NTA and Newsline, that name rings a bell. We'll let you know why she's in the news after the break.
Nigeria, FMBN, in collaboration with the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, Trade Union Congress, TUC, and the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, invites the public to the official commissioning ceremony of FMBN, NLC, TUC, NECA Housing Estate under the National Affordable Housing Delivery Program for Nigerian workers in these states: Akure, Ondo State, Monday, 16 January 2023, Katsina State, Monday, 16 January 2023, Yola, Adamawa State, Monday, 16 January 2023, 2023, Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, Thursday, 19 January 2023, Sokoto State, Monday, 23rd January 2023, Damaturu, Yobe State, Monday, 23rd January 2023, Maiduguri, Borno State, Tuesday, 24th January 2023, Lokoja, Kogi State, Thursday, 26th January 2023. The commissioning ceremony will be performed by the executive governors of the respective states. You're all cordially invited. FMBN, everyone deserves a home. Management, announcer.
Make you rest on me. You know I got you. Let me be your friend indeed. Money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you. Yeah. How do you do, my sometimes you
Get 1 hour of YouTube data for 50 naira or 3 hours for 130 naira on the MTN network. Simply dial *131 *8 *1 hash today.
It's an anthem for Nigeria. Oh, better days are coming. Better days that gives us hope and strength. To keep this hope alive, bringing the smiles back to all.
It's a new dawn in Nigeria. Renewed hope beckons on our people. The silver lining dots the skies. The firmament portents a bright future as the people of Nigeria move to vote a man whom they have come to trust for the realization of their aspirations for a better Nigeria. That man is Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. He has been tested. He can be trusted. Vote Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as President of Nigeria 2023. Vote Kashim Shettima as Vice President. Vote APC. Surely with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the smiles are returning. We are close to home.
Bringing the smiles back to all Nigerians.
I'm about to serve better breakfast.
If you're in Lagos, you need to see this.
I'm not just streaming content, I'm just escaping traffic.
Get more data to enjoy exclusive content. Dial *141 hash now.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Looking fresh for your date? Get even fresher with Close Up. New Close Up Triple Fresh formula. It cleans deeply, fights 99% of bacteria. You protected and fresh. Picture. Fresh. Still fresh, still protected. All day confidence to get close. New Close Up Triple Fresh formula. My guy, my brother, my blood. E no get wetin fall from sky, we ground no fit carry. We have been through a lot, and we still stand strong. If you remember, together we overcame monsters, battled the darkness, and even survived loss. But we became unbreakable, unstoppable. So guy, shake off the bad vibe. Face the world with your full chest. Because this life, forget, you and me, now we go runner.
Welcome back. It was a joyous occasion for staff and management of NTA Port Harcourt as they converged to stage a befitting send-forth party for one of NTA's best and Zonal Director, NTA Port Harcourt Network Center, Bosede Adebayo, who retired after 35 years of active service. Joy Uzo, who captured the exciting moment, now brings us details.
For some, retirement from active service comes with unpleasant mood. But for Our Lady of the Moment, the story is different. Bosede Adebayo, fondly called Auntie Bosse, came out in grand style with beautiful display of dance steps in gratitude to God for a fulfilled and meritorious 35 years of active service to our fatherland and to Africa's largest television network, the NTA. The send-forth organized by NTA Network Center brought together staff, friends, and associates of the outgoing Zonal Director, Bosede Adebayo. As expected, the occasion offered opportunity for guests to extol the sterling qualities of a woman who touched lives and brought what can be described as remarkable transformation to NTA Port Harcourt Network Center.
Today, we're celebrating 35 years of material service to the nation, 35 years of touching life, 35 years of living their footprints in the sands of time. Work with passion. Whenever she followed this National Assembly people out, I was always saying, God, this is the kind of women we need in our society.
I've had the privilege of pastoring people for many years, but sincerely, she is a very wonderful person.
She's religious, being a Christian, she never thought of that. Well, here, and say is to wish her good retirement.
The celebrant could not hide her emotion as she watched a documentary carefully put together by members of the planning committee in her honor. Bosede Adebayo, widely known for her effective coverage of the National Assembly, began a career as a broadcaster in NTA Ilorin, Kwara State. Hard work and commitment stood her out, paving way for her to occupy various leadership positions, which took her to the zenith of her career as director. Little wonder then, her retirement brought her so much joy.
I have a story to tell. And what is the story? It is the story of God's goodness. It is the story of God's mercy. God came with me into water. God stepped into water. And His mercy and His grace has kept me.
A mark of appreciation from core members, cutting off retirement cake and gifts presentation all added color to the event.
They have been a very studious person, very committed to whatever she does.
And I really miss her. I wish her the best. And congratulations to Auntie Bosse.
Auntie Bosse, as we fondly call her, is a wonderful woman, beautiful in and out, with a heart of gold and a professional to the core. I am sure she will continue to share her wealth of experience and, importantly, affect lives. Now, the Lunar New Year celebration in the Chinese calendar finally returns after almost 2 decades of its absence. The Chinese community, families, and friends gathered in Abuja to mark the beginning of the Chinese New Year, also known as Spring Festival. Juliana Nicholas has the details.
Amid the sound of firecrackers, it is the end of a year, making way for incoming good luck. January 1st marks a beginning of a new year in many countries across the world, but for some it is just a countdown to wrap up the outgone year. At the China Cultural Center in Abuja, friends and well-wishers join in celebrating the Chinese New Year. Activities from food booths, dances, and music were all on display.
是会笑话，不是。
The Lunar New Year celebration is a tradition in the Chinese calendar, as many say it is one of the most celebrated holidays in Chinese culture that strongly influenced the 56 ethnic groups of the country.
Your culture is important to other people, so try to make it important to yourself. Most times, people that live in the vicinity of their culture don't know how important their culture is to them. For example, me, I didn't know until I joined NYSC.
The whole world is going through what I call heavy changes. But as for China and Nigeria, we seem to be surviving heavily and nicely too.
50 years relationship is a long relationship. There are many Nigerians in China, and there are many Chinese in Nigeria.
I'm proud of the outstanding cultural ties existing between our dear nation, which has flourished non-stop for over 3 decades.
The animals to represent that every 12 years we have the different animal. So that means the Chinese tradition, because animals have different qualities, different characters.
As the new year begins, tagged the New Year of the Rabbit, for the Chinese it is believed to bring good luck, longevity, peace, prosperity, and hope for a fruitful 2023, while they await in anticipation as the new year unfolds.
New Year of the Rabbit. The festival is regarded as the world's largest annual migration. And like we do in Nigeria, the Chinese have reunions and even travel long distances, particularly for dinner with their families on New Year's Eve. See how we have diverse cultures all around the world? Still on celebrations, the 2022 Calabar Carnival may have come and gone, but its memory still lingers in the minds of tourists and fun seekers. Udwak Etim captured some of the exciting moments for Newsline.
It was another celebration at the ancient city of Calabar as the 2022 edition of the Carnival Calabar is wrapped up in a grand style. The Carnival Calabar has grown in leaps and bounds, attracting tourists and fun seekers from around the globe to relax and catch fun as they speak of their impression about this year's festival.
For the past few years, we've not had Carnival. So they decided to do it this year, and as you can see, everybody is excited.
I really enjoy it. There's a lot of fun and a lot of activities going on, which is very interesting and attractive. You know, I really enjoy myself.
I want to look smart. I want to look good. I want to feel free to catch the fun.
With different kinds of beautiful display, it was indeed a captivating show of style and dance to the delight of the teeming crowd of onlookers.
Fun seekers were out there to enjoy themselves. It was fun all the way.
So colorful, Calabar Carnival is still a tourist delight and will continue to be, and we need to improve safety strategies there as well. Now, far away at Wessex University, England, was the beginning of a love story of two lovebirds. Faisal of the families of Admiral Atiku Abubakar retired, completed the love story with his heartthrob Sarah at the families of former Justice Muhammad Lawal Uwais in a wedding fatia that drew streams of well-wishers. Charles Alpha report.
first daughter and first granddaughter, Sarah Ali Uwais. It began with the oldest and one of the most interesting events in the Hausa wedding tradition, Kamu, which means catch the bride. After the Kamu came the wedding fatia, where parents of both the bride and groom meet to seal the consent of the two partners for a lifetime matrimonial journey as prescribed by Islam.
Marriage is a contract in Islam. There are so many Islamic laws that you have to abide. As of today, they are husbands and wife.
First of all, I would say, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them.
10 years ago, back in the Wessex University in the UK, Faisal found a dependable ally, Sarah, and ever since then, it's been a roller coaster until these final moments when they both agreed to live happily ever after.
She's very truthful. That's something I value very, very well. You need someone that is truthful. She's an introvert as well.
She's my first daughter, and she's the first one I'm giving out. So I'm really elated with a lot of friends and relatives all gathered around to support.
She's the first grandchild to get married in my family, so it's like we're all so happy about it.
We're hopeful, we're praying for the best for them.
For loved ones, well-wishers, and friends of families of the former Justice and retired Rear Admiral, marriage isn't a bed of roses, but advisories on secrets of a successful home will strengthen the bond between the two and help them strive in the spirit of Islam.
I've been married for about 25 years now, and of course we want them to stay forever.
This one is unique because it is our daughter that we have given out in marriage. We will wish that the wedding will be a very, very successful one.
We must talk to each other. There are so many factors now outside the family that put pressure on you. External factors, social factors.
Sarah has always been my baby. Since she was very small, she's always, if there's any issue with anyone, she comes to me.
For Faisal and Sarah, it is hoped they will come bearing fruits of their own, with many more years full of adventures for blissful and memorable years together.
We wish them the very best. Time for another break. We'll be back.
Nigeria, FMBN, in collaboration with the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, Trade Union Congress, TUC, and the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, invites the public to the official commissioning ceremony of FMBN, NLC, TUC, NECA Housing Estate under the National Affordable Housing Delivery Program for Nigerian workers in these states: Akure, Ondo State, Monday, 16 January 2023, Katsina State, Monday, 16 January 2023, Yola, Adamawa State, Monday, 16 January 2023, Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, Thursday, 19 January 2023, Sokoto State, Monday, 23rd January 2023, Damaturu, Yobe State, Monday, 23rd January 2023, Maiduguri, Borno State, Tuesday, 24th January 2023, Lokoja, Kogi State, Thursday, 26th January 2023. The commissioning ceremony will be performed by the executive governors of the respective states. You're all cordially invited. FMBN, everyone deserves a home. Management announcer.
See my shoulder, make you rest on me. You know I got you. Let me be your friend indeed. Money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you, yeah. What do you do, my friend? Sometimes you feel and you, that's what
Get
1 hour of YouTube data for 50 naira or 3 hours for 130 naira on the MTN network. Simply dial *131 *8 *1# today.
The Nigerian Armed Forces, the vanguard of the nation, standing between you and our common enemy like the rock of Gibraltar, be it in the night or day, rain or sun, the land, air, and sea. They are always there to protect, guide, and preserve the sovereignty and integrity of the country. When we are sleeping, cuddled up with our families, they are out there in the trenches. We honor all our fallen heroes. Your sacrifices can never be forgotten. May your souls rest in peace. So Nigerians, let's pray for the continued protection of our armed forces as we wish them a happy Armed Forces Remembrance Day. This message is from the Defense Intelligence Agency.
Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I have been using it for years.
Madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes.
To disinfect your toilet, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic sticker formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleanish. Oh, now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
The next house is yours.
My people, my name is Emeka. Mekus Kamas. Let me get all this motor. Don't learn my lesson. Somebody come buy motor for my hand, carry big money, come give me. Now when we get bust, in my eye open. I don't know that 419 be. Now when EFCC grab them, they come back me too. Now he make me they warn you. All of them when they do business like me, where they carry big money, well I go sometimes I go carry transfer, carry bring back. They could shine in my eye because the special control unit against money laundering, what they call SCUMO, they don't want to say if the money pass 5 million naira for individual, no collect them. If it pass 10 million naira for company, no collect them. Can I go where? Bank. If you not do them like that, 250,000 naira for every day where this offense happen. They go suspend your license or they go cuckoo, shut them down, pata for your hand. No talk say, I know one you.
This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Does your toothpaste give you complete fresh protection? New Close-Up Toothpaste Complete Fresh Protection takes care of your 5 important oral care needs. It gives you strong teeth, prevents tooth holes, cleans deeply, fights bacteria, and gives you fresh breath. Complete fresh protection from Close-Up.
Thanks for staying on the line. Now, the latest attack by unknown gunmen on INEC PVC collection center located inside the headquarters of Ahizum, Bise local government area of Imo State, is posing serious threat to the conduct of the 2023 general elections in the area. Kingsley Ononiwu, who visited the attacked PVC collection center, reports that the ugly incident which caused the death of a security man on duty is now scaring away registered voters from collecting their PVCs. The report.
According to one of the eyewitnesses who spoke off camera, the unknown gunmen stormed the INEC PVC collection center and started shooting sporadically with a warning that there will be no election in the southeast. Thereafter, they took away a security man manning the INEC office and later allegedly shot him dead. All effort to hear the side of Imo State Police Command on the incident proved abortive. Some of the registered voters in the area who have not yet collected their PVCs said with the latest attack on INEC PVC collection center, they will no longer collect theirs as a result of fear of being killed or attacked.
People are very scared because of what happened, and nobody will want to be a victim of it if nothing is done. to protect people.
Give adequate security for the INEC so that they will work, enable people to come and collect their PVCs, because the PVCs, they are right to vote.
Me, I'm not going to collect my own. So the fear now.
Attack on INEC offices and even the staff is affecting the collection of PVC. Government should provide enough security, put them in all corners, in every local government, in the villages, in the polling units. But once people know that the security forces are there, they will have the mind to go and collect their PVC.
Reacting, the Imo State INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner, Professor Sylvia Agu, who spoke off camera, said the ongoing PVC collection exercise in the state will continue as her office is making every necessary arrangement to provide safer environment for registered voters to go and collect their PVCs. Kingsley Onaniwu, NTA News.
We'll keep you posted on that development. Now, trust is crucial in a relationship as it builds confidence and, to some level, assurance that can make partners feel safe and protected when they are around each other. However, this was not the situation for a mother of two who was allegedly killed by her lover and her body parts sold to different buyers in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State for money rituals. Yemi Dalemo tells us more about this heartbreaking story.
It all started on Wednesday, December 28, 2022, when the deceased Oyidamola Adeyemi, a single parent, left her home to unknown destination but did not return and could not be reached by her neighbors to know her whereabouts. One of the deceased's friends later reported the matter at a police station in Ijebu-Ode. The police, while on routine patrol the following day, sighted a dismembered body of a lady, evacuated the body and deposited it at the morgue. An attendant at the morgue who heard about the missing woman contacted the deceased friend to come and identify the body. It was at this point that the deceased friend identified the victim through her clothes as her head and legs had already been chopped off. Ogun State Police Public Relations Officer SP Abimbola Oyeyemi, while parading the suspects, who include the deceased man friend, says the 29-year-old was lured to the house of a man friend and she was allegedly strangled to death with the assistance of a couple.
After killing her, they cut off the head, legs, and the two hands, which they sold to their ready-made buyers. According to them, the legs of the deceased were sold at the rate of 30,000 naira, while the heart was sold at the rate of 50,000 naira. No such crime has ever been committed in Ogun State without being detected. And that is why we will continue